Welcome back to Bullet Catcher Gaming. It's Lee here, doing another weapons test and review, and this time we are doing the Honey Badger. Obviously the Honey Badger, as you may or may not know, is part of the latest patch notes update, where obviously there's the new missions for the Red Patriot. So here we are, usual spot. We're at 25 metres at the moment, so we'll do 25 metres and then 100 metres. So what we'll do is we'll go into the loadout, we'll have a look at the weapon, see what attachments you can have, its specs as well, and then we'll go and do some shooting. Okay, so let's go and have a look at the loadout. Okay, so here we are on the loadout. As you can see, centre of the screen at the bottom, we've got the upgrades. It's a Mark 1, it's not been touched whatsoever, this is literally as acquired. My one bugbear with the weapons on this game is that you have to muck about getting upgrades from 1 through to 3. Just give us a gun. Just give us a gun and loads of attachments. Why not just give us attachments we can go and find, rather than having to upgrade. For me it just makes things way too long. Just give me a gun that I can grab and use, rather than, oh, is it going to be powerful enough? Just give me a gun. Simple. A 7.62 is a 7.62. Just leave it at that. Okay, on the left hand side we've got accuracy, handling, range, mobility and recoil. So for the Honey Badger, they're all almost past the halfway line, apart from mobility. That might have something to do with having to have the extendable stock, which means you've got to muck about pulling the stock out. It might mean that the magazine might take longer to change, who knows. Okay, so then we've got underneath that, we've got hit power or hit ratio, so it's 28, not too bad. 800 rounds a minute, and that's from a 30 round magazine, and it fires the 7.62 ammo with a magazine change time of 3 seconds. And just onto the right hand side of that you can see you can have single shot or full auto, so not too bad. In terms of magazines, you can have the standard magazine or drum magazine. I'm just going to go with the standard magazine. Rail cover, you can have the rail cover itself, you can have a PEQ 15, the Maul DA or the ATPL times 3. I'm going to go with the PEQ 15, that's what I have on most of my weapons. At the moment we've got the panoramic sight. What others can we have? You can have the digital sight, the EXPS3. Just go with the good old fashioned standard folding iron sights. And then also we've got the panoramic. So I'm going to go with the digital sight. I think that's probably what I have most on my weapons. And under barrel, no facilities for a grenade launcher. Unlockable grips. And under barrel rail, vertical foregrips. We've got the shift vertical, the RVG or the RU. So I'm just going to go with the RU vertical foregrip, personally, because that's how I think it looks better for me. I prefer it to look like that, so it's not a bad piece of kit. Okay, so let's go off to the test site then and we'll do some shooting. Okay, here we are, back at the range. Usual place. As you can see on this Honey Badger, it's got a suppressor which is not detachable. So we have to go with what we've got. And we are at 25 metres, so what we'll do one aimed round followed by full auto, and then we'll change mag, and then we'll do 10 rounds well aimed, and then we'll go off and we'll do the same thing at 100 metres and see how this piece of kit gets on. Okay, so let's bring it up into the aim. I'm going to have it like that for the minute. I don't see the point of using the sight. We got it on full auto. Let's have one round single. Ooh, I'd like the sound of that. Okay, right, ready, so we are full auto. Let's adjust slightly. Okay, change the magazine. Right, let's have a look with the drone. Let's get up close. With most of the ARs on this game, they tend to spit off a few rounds, giving a good grouping initially, as I suppose you would expect with the real thing, and then it seems to kick off to the left hand side, but most of them go left, right and then back to left again. So, but this seems to be going slightly off to the right, as you can see, and then left, and then it puts rounds up into the shed. So not too bad. Even with the rounds going off up onto the left, there's still quite tight groupings. But I think probably 3 to 4 round bursts might be a good idea for the Badger at 25 metres. Okay, well let's go off. Sorry, let's do 10 rounds well aimed. So let's just go off to the right hand side a little bit. Go on to single shot.
Why are they doing this?
Okay, 10 rounds. So let's have a look. Oh, look at such a tight grouping. I think at 25 metres, single rounds well aimed. If you get a wider grouping than that, then you're doing something wrong. That is extremely. That's pretty much nearly every round through the same hole. So at 25 metres, you're looking at making some very nasty holes in people. I quite like that so far. Okay, well, let's go off to 100 metres and see how the honey badger gets on at 100 metres. Right, here we are at 100 metres. So let's do the 1 round well aimed. And obviously I'm going to use the sight for this one. For those of you that are thinking, oh, you keep moving the sight up and down or the weapon up and down, that's not me. That is the character simulating breathing as it would do in real life. So here we go. It's, yep, single shot. 1 round. Full auto. Okay. Change the mag. Let's have a look and see how that compares to the full auto at 25. Well, I can see there's a significant difference there. For some reason, it seems that, as you can see, at closer range, the rounds are tighter together as they go off to the right-hand side before then going left and going up across up onto the shed, whereas this one obviously they're further out, they've got further to travel, so the rounds are more spread out. Before the weapon has time to kick back over to the left, the rounds are still sort of travelling to the right hand side. I think, as you can see, there are 2 rounds just in the shed. Is that one just at the top there? Or was a couple? So 100 metres, your rounds are fairly spread out, so you're still going to get people's heads down, but you might want to get a little bit closer or use single shot to get some well aimed rounds down. Okay, well let's have a look then. Let's put it on single shot and let's have a look and see how accurate this thing is at 100 metres on single shot. It didn't half move a lot. 4 rounds so far. 5. 6. 7. Come on. 8. 9. 1 more. Come on. 10. Okay. Change mag. Let's see how this fares at 100 metres. So there we go. 1 round just out. That might have been the first round, and then there you go. 100 metres. You've got at least, I don't know, a 3-inch group in there, maybe a little bit tighter than that. So as I say, at 100 metres, you're better off using single shot than you are full auto. Full auto, you're going to keep people's heads down. So then, if you're working in a group or in a team, you're laying down some fire so that your teammates can move round, flanking or making up ground, advancing forward toward the enemy. Then you know that it's quite good for keeping heads down. But if you want to get good, well-aimed rounds off at 100 metres, you're probably better off single shot if you're working alone to take out that target. So there we are. That is the Honey Badger, the latest weapon from the latest update for the Red Patriot mission. Very good at 25 metres. Single shot obviously is going to be extremely good at 25 metres, single rounds at a time. Full auto again is not too bad. You are going to make quite a mess of somebody at that distance because the rounds are still closer together. They haven't got so far to travel. Whereas at 100 metres, as you could see on the shoot pattern on full auto, shifted off to the right before moving off to the left at the last minute and putting rounds high up in the shed. So they are quite spread out. Very good if you're in a team, as I said, and you're putting rounds down to make an advance or to flank, giving your colleagues chance to move forward while suppressing the enemy fire. And then obviously at 100 metres, single shot, still very, very accurate, putting rounds down into a nice tight grouping. So there we are, that is the Honey Badger. Thanks for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this quick review. I like the Honey Badger. I think I'm going to have to start using it. It's a shame they can't fit a grenade launcher to it. Maybe that's something they can do later on in the future. Who knows? Anyway, hit a comment in the comment section below. Thanks for watching. Stay safe. Look after yourselves. And we'll see you on the next video.